Chapter 3. Lily walked down the stairs holding a few bags of luggage in her hands. Kate immediately walked over and took all of them from her, heading back outside. Cadence walked in from her phone call and was shocked about what was going on. She saw the gorgeous Alpha from the Diamond Pack and she was tempted to sneak taking a picture of him. Lily walked over and gave Maddie a hug bye. "Stay in touch?" "Always," Maddie said sadly. She walked up and gave her father a hug goodbye. "Take care of yourself, Daddy. If you ever need anything, you call me," Ethan said as he watched his daughter nod up to him. Lily then went and wrapped her arms tightly around Aaron. "I'm going to worry about you every day." Aaron felt depressed seeing his baby sister ready to leave. "Don't worry about me, Aaron. Be the wonderful leader that I know you are," Lily whispered up to him as he kissed her on her forehead. Cadence walked up to Aaron. "What's going on?" she asked sweetly to Aaron. "Lily is leaving with her new mate." Aaron frowned, looking at Lily in front of him. "You mean she found a mate and he actually wants her?" Cadence accidentally slipped out, causing Aaron to growl at her. Tyler looked at Cadence with a dark glare. He didn't like this girl who was disrespecting his Luna. He walked up and pulled Lily into his arms, causing her cheeks to heat up from the close proximity. "I don't appreciate the way you speak about my mate," Tyler said as he gazed down at the blushing girl in his arms. "You're Lily's mate?" Cadence was shocked. Her friends are going to go to bed crying when they hear that Tyler now has a mate, and not just with anyone, but with Lily. "You know that Lily is different, right?" Aaron snuffed out air angrily and made Cadence hunker back from his reaction. "So I've been told." Tyler didn't care what was different about her, and she was his. And she was more perfect than he could have ever imagined. Tyler lowered one arm, but left a protective limb around Lily. He nodded towards Aaron and escorted her out of her home. Tyler opened the car door and helped Lily inside. He then walked around to the other side and sat in the back seat next to her, while Cade drove them back to the Diamond Pack. "Did you mean all of that before, about your own pack not wanting you?" Tyler asked curiously. "Yes, just ask any of them. I only have Maddie, my brother, and my father in my pack." Lily looked out the window and watched as they drove away from her home. She did not really care about leaving this place. It was not dear to her heart, but leaving Aaron was a deep wound. She always had him around to comfort her. She felt suddenly very alone. "That Maddie is in love with you," Cade said from the front, causing a low growl to escape from Tyler's throat. "I don't know about that, but if he is, he won't be once he finds his mate," Lily said with a soft smile. "That is the way it was. No matter how strong your feelings were for someone, once you met your mate, that was it. Your connection with them was all but gone. All you could think about was your mate, and they were the only one who could fill your heart. They were the only one who could make you whole." "Isn't that the truth?" Cade snickered out. "Enough," Tyler snapped, quieting Cade. This reaction was surprising, but she didn't take the time to analyze it. She was going to a new place and was nervous about what to expect. "I'd like to meet your wolf soon," Tyler spoke casually as he turned to look at her. Lily turned and met his gaze. I don't know. I'm afraid she might try to attack your wolf." Lily looked down, biting her bottom lip. "My wolf is her mate. She wouldn't attack him." Tyler smiled at Lily, who only shrugged. "The rejection from our pack hurt her. She says she wants to be rogue, but she just doesn't want to get hurt again. We like to keep our distance," Lily answered and looked back up to meet Tyler's gray, hypnotizing eyes. She could feel the mate bond pulling her to him. The more they are together, the stronger the pull would become. Already her thoughts were being filled with him, and her heart as well. She leaned her head back, feeling tired, and soon dozed off, soothed by the sound of the hum of the vehicle's engine. Tyler felt her head slide into his lap, and he sat there frozen for a moment. He reached out and gently stroked her hair from the sides of her face. She was beautiful. He was enraged when he heard how her own pack didn't want her. He wasn't sure why, maybe their loyalties to their previous Luna? All he knew was that he couldn't get her out of his heart the moment he touched her. He wanted nothing more than to mark her as his and to complete the mating bond. He would wait for as long as he could, hoping she would soon be ready. She was perfect. Everything about her was perfect. She was more than he could ever have asked for. And to think he gave up looking for his mate and was about to marry someone else. Cade was right. The moment he met Lily, everything he thought he felt for Jessica disappeared. He knew he had to have Lily, and he would kill to have her. Tyler leaned down and kissed her temple. His Luna. "Lily, we are here," Tyler said as he gently played with her golden strands. Lily opened her eyes and realized her head was laying on someone's legs. She quickly sat up and turned her head to look over at Tyler. "I'm sorry, I guess I was really tired." She bit her bottom lip as she looked at him uncertainly. "You can fall asleep on me any time." Tyler chuckled as he opened the door, hopping out of the vehicle. Lily peered out of the car window. They were pulled up to a beautiful mansion that made her father's look like a house. There were flowers planted all along the front and a white fenced-in porch wrapped around the entire length. The entrance had these 2 lovely oak solid doors. It was breathtaking. The car door opened, and Tyler pulled her out by her waist and slid her next to his body. The warmth of his touch sent little bolts of lightning through her body. The closeness allowed her to fully take in his soothing scent. It seemed it was made just for her. She wanted nothing more than to wrap her arms around his neck and place her lips on— No, get your mind out of the gutter, Lily scolded herself. She noticed Tyler was watching her, and a blush crept upon her face from getting caught eye-groping him. He lowered his head to hers and placed a warm, gentle kiss on her cheek. "Welcome home, beautiful. You made me wait a long time for you." Lily blushed and looked down. She was not used to all this attention, especially the intimate ones. She had never been kissed before intimately, and the feelings she was feeling were all new to her. Cade grabbed Lily's bags and headed towards the house as Tyler wrapped a possessive arm around Lily's waist and escorted her inside. Once entering her new home, Lily looked at it in awe. The first half of the floor was open concept. There was a large kitchen to the left with a bar to eat at, and then to the right was a big theater area. In front of her was a large, wide staircase. The entryway allowed for you to look straight up to the 3rd-floor ceiling. From each floor you could peer down and see the entry-level floor. It was very elaborate and overwhelming. "I'll show you to your room, and then I can have you shown around," Tyler said as he led her up the stairs. He led her down a long hall and then stopped at a room on the 2nd floor. "This is your room here." He pushed open the door as Cade was walking out. "All the bags are here." Cade smiled at Lily and then left them in the room. "Your room has its own bathroom suite, too," Tyler said as he motioned to the door to the left side. Lily looked at the big king-size bed that had a hanging canopy over top of it. There was a TV on the wall and 2 big windows to the outside. "This is your room for now. Eventually, you will be moving into my room. It is right beside this room if you ever need me for anything," Tyler said with a flirtatious wink. "I'm going to have Cade show you around, and then— You hungry?" Lily nodded up to him. She had not eaten dinner yet. Tyler looked down at her for a moment, like he wanted to say something more. He sighed and rested his arm around her, leading her back out of the room. He could take his time with her, for now. "Cade," Tyler barked. "I'm right here," Cade yelled from below them. "Show Lily around. I'm going to address the pack and let them know that their Luna is here." Tyler brought Lily down to the 1st floor where Cade was. He then leaned down and kissed her cheek before quickly walking out of the large double doors. Lily's face lit up red. She wasn't expecting Tyler to kiss her on the cheek again. He had been keeping an intimate touch on her at almost all times. She liked it, but was afraid of it. She was afraid of how bad she would feel if he chose to reject her. She wanted him, and wanted him to mark her as his own, but it wouldn't be fair to trap him with the likes of her. "Luna, come on, I'll show you to your home," Cade said, holding out his arm for her to take. Lily nodded with a small smile and took his arm. Cade walked her around, showing her the house. He explained that the beta and the 3rd also lived in the house, along with their mates or future mates. He finally made his way back down the stairs and towards the kitchen.